Hi there and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to plan my polls with you guys because after the 5.6 live stream I realized that I'm cooked because there's a lot of things that I've been waiting for coming and I really don't have the primogems for everything, so I'm gonna have to choose. Let me just tell you right away what I want to get. First of all, I would like to get Ryden's C3. My Ryden is currently C2 and R1, but I still want to get her C3. I would like to get Yaya Miko. I had been waiting for her, and now she's rerunning on the Inazuma Chronicled Wish banner. And last but not least, we have the Misper Reforged, which is a weapon that I've dreamt of getting ever since I started playing, and it is of course coming back on the Inazuma Chronicled Wish banner as well. I have elaborated a list of pros and cons for every single thing because these are the pulls that I have. Not a lot. I can only afford one 5-star for sure, and then it would all have to come down to luck. Still, I think that with the events and all the time that 5.6 will take as well, I could probably secure a guaranteed, but still, it's not like I already have it guaranteed at the moment because if I had like very bad luck, like I've been having recently, I might just not be able to secure anything if I lost a 50-50. Reasons why I should consider getting Ryden C3. She's coming on the normal limited banner. So that means that any PT that I build, and if I lose the 50-50 and I get like a guarantee, like a fate point, all of that is going to carry until the next character that's on the limited banner. So there wouldn't be any losses. And also I would finally reach the end of my writing polls because once I get her C3, I do not plan on pulling any more for her. That was my goal. Actually, my goal was to get her C2 and her weapon, but then I realized that her C3 would very much come in handy, so I decided to get it as well. But that would be my final writing polls. Like, I would be done with her, and that would make me very happy, of course. However, what are the cons? Well, the main con for me is the timing. Like, she's probably going to come back sooner than all the other things like Yaya Miko and Miss Splitter because she is an Archon, so she is for sure going to be rerunning within a certain time frame, whereas the other characters really depend on either getting reruns or getting Chronicled Wish banners like this time. So even though I would really benefit from getting Raiden and would definitely assure me that I'm not going to be wasting any pulls or any guarantees, like I would know for sure that I'm going to get value out of wherever I do and I wouldn't have to stress about securing a guaranteed and such. In a way, I really should consider just sticking to like the safest plan and just pulling for Ryden C3 and then start saving again. But the issue is that, as I said, she's coming along other things that I really, really want to get as well, and that will probably come back in God knows how much time. Like, Raiden will most definitely be back before Yaya Miko and the Misper Reforged. Reasons why I should get Yaya Miko? Well, I have been waiting for her. She's a character that I really, really like, and actually, I want her for my Raiden Hypercarry team. Even if she's not really a character that I absolutely need, she's still a piece, one of my main teams, so it's not like just picking up a character just because I like it. It's actually an addition to one of my main teams that I've been wanting to make for so long. Last time Yaya Miko came along with Xiao, and that was on like January 2024, I believe. So that time I couldn't pull for her because I had just pulled for Raiden actually, and then I was saving for Kazuha. So I really like there was no way I was pulling for Yaya Miko that time. And now she's finally back. It's been more than a year and we don't know when she will be back. So if I want to complete my Raiden Hypercarry team, it would be very, very good for me to finally get her this time. But here's the thing, what are the cons of getting Yaya Miko? I don't specifically need her. Like I do have visual, as you can see on the screen. This is my current Ryden Hypercarry team, and although I would like to free Fischl for another team, and although, you know, I would love to have Yaya Miko on this team, on that same spot, I do have Fischl and she does that job well. So it's not like I absolutely need Yaya Miko. Like, yeah, she would come in handy so that I can free Fischl, but at the end of the day, it's not a character that I absolutely need. Also, there's like no other character I want on the banner, because remember that she's coming on the Chronicled Wish banner, which is pretty great because if you lose the 50-50, you can get another character, like another limited character. But this time, there is not really any other character that I would like to get because I already have Kakami and I already have Kazuha, and although getting his constellations would be nice, it's not really something that I want to risk now, especially because any other character than Kazuha would be like, I mean, not bad, but like useless for my account. Actually, I'm very surprised that Mizuki isn't on there because she's, I mean, it's probably because she's new, right? But like, I was kind of hoping to get her if anything, but she's not there. So I wouldn't be able to get Mizuki, and that's like the other character that I would like to get. And so, you know, just risking losing my 50-50 for someone that's not Kazuha. Like, I mean, even if it's Kazuha, it will be quite a loss because I don't have the pulls, and I may not be able to secure Yaya Miko. And this time, the fate point doesn't carry because it's, you know, the Chronicled Wish banner doesn't work as the limited. So if I lose the 50-50, I may not be able to secure the guarantee. There will not be any fate point saved for the next Chronicled Wish banner, and I may just end up wasting my pulls. So that's something that I'm very afraid of. But again, if I skip Yaya Miko this time, I have no idea when I'm going to be able to get her. So that's also something to consider. And finally, the Misper Reforged. Why do I want the Misper Reforged? Like, I do not have Ayaka. You may or may not know that, but I do not have Ayaka, I do not play her, and I do not plan on pulling for her. But here's the thing, the Misper Reforged is one of the best weapons in the game, like it's one of the best limited swords there are, and it's pretty universal, like a lot of characters can benefit from it. And one of the characters that would benefit from it is coaching. I do have a coaching team. I actually want to focus on that team as well, which I know is not very, you know, smart from my part because my other main team is Ryden. It's already an Electro team, but I don't know. I really love coaching, and I really wanna, you know, have a good team for her, like an aggravate team and such. And I've been looking for a weapon that is, you know, both good for her and also like looks good on her. And I find that the Misper Reforged is the best option, so I really want to get it for her. But there's something else. I also have a Haytham, and he doesn't have a weapon either. They are actually sharing a sword at the moment, but it's not a sword that benefits any of them. They're just sharing it because I'm waiting to get something better for both of them, so I'm not really playing them at all. And I do plan on getting Al Haytham's signature weapon, but you know, at the moment we just don't know when he's going to be rerunning. So what I do know is that the Misper Reforged is finally coming to, you know, to the banner, and I could pull it. And you know, for the time being, both Coaching and Al Haytham could use it. They could be sharing it as well. So, you know, I wouldn't only be getting it for coaching, but also for a Haytham, and that would allow me to play, you know, both characters. And also, here's the thing, if I lost the 50-50, this banner is insane because there are other great weapons to lose to, like Kagoda's Verity, the Harankebaku, the Freedom Sword, the Uraku Misukiri. Like, all of those are very good as well. Kagoda's Verity would be a little bit sad because I would still have to wait until I finally get Yaya Miko to use it. But I do know that I want to pull for her 100%, so I know that it wouldn't be a loss. Like, in the long run, it would benefit me, you know? So I wouldn't be sad at all if I got Kaguya's Verity. Then the Harangebaku is a very good sword as well. Freedom Sword would kind of be a pain because I know it is an insane sword. Like, I know it's a very good sword. And I do have Kazuha, but I think that it looks so bad on him. Like, I don't understand why his signature weapon is not like a katana. It doesn't make any sense. And I really don't like how he looks with it. But of course, if I got it, I guess I'd use it. I guess I don't know. I'm using Iron Sting on him, and it's been working pretty well so far. So I don't know if I would swap it or not, but I mean, if I got a, you know, a sword as good as Freedom Sword, I would most definitely end up using it. And then Uraku Misugiri would kind of be a pain because I do not plan on getting Chiori. So, I don't really know what I'd do with that weapon. Like, for the time being, I guess that if I didn't end up getting the Misper Reforged, I could use that one instead. And if I did end up getting both, then maybe I could do Misplitter with coaching and the Uraku Misugiri with Al Haytham. But at the end of the day, I know, like I absolutely know that I will end up getting a Haytham signature, so it might end up collecting dust, but I don't know. At the end of the day, it's still a great weapon. So that's the thing. Like it's still a great weapon to lose to, but I wouldn't, I'd rather not to. Last Chronicled Wish banner, I was so unlucky that I kind of want to believe that this time I'm going to be lucky. But at the same time, I have to be realistic. And now, what are the cons for pulling for the Missplitter? Well, first of all, this is the Chronicled Wish banner, so it's 90 wishes instead of 80. And the fate point doesn't carry. So if I waited till Ayaka gets a rerun, maybe I would be able to pull for the weapon in less pulls. But, that would also depend, first of all, on Ayaka getting a rerun, which, I mean, if she's getting a rerun on the Chronicled Wish banner, we have no idea if she's ever going to, have a solo rerun or when. And also, it would be very dependent on the other weapon on the banner, because just imagine that she comes with like a character whose signature weapon is just useless, or at least it's useless for me, If that weapon isn't good to lose to, I might not end up pulling anyways because of fear of getting that weapon, So I think that I might prefer to pull for it now than, to wait for the future. So as you can see, I'm very torn, but I kind of feel like what I should do is pull for the Misper Reforged. What would you do if you were in my situation? Ryden C3 is definitely the safest pull, but it comes at a high loss because we have no idea when Yaya Miko or the Misper Reforged are going to be available again. And then Yaya Miko, I lost the 50-50, I would most definitely be losing because there's not really another character that I want. For the Misplitter, it's still a gamble, but it is something that I need because I really, really need to get a 5-star DPS sword once and for all. And it would work for 2 of my favorite characters, so it would, allow me to play other teams that I'm not really playing at the moment because I'm missing some gear. And even if I lost, there would be, a high chance of getting something of value. Whereas if I pulled on the character banner, probably not. Yeah, right now, I'm leaning towards pulling for the Misper Reforged, but you guys tell me what you think. And what are you guys gonna do? Because 5.6 is coming with a lot of stuff, and I know that it's kind of baity because, of course, Kirk is coming very soon, and a lot of people are hyped for her. I am hyped for her as well, but I have decided that I'm going to be focusing on the teams that I already have. I really need to work on the teams and the characters that I already own. So that's why. These are the 3 things that I was considering pulling for. And unfortunately, my savings are not going to allow to get many of these. Like maybe 1, maybe 2 if I was very lucky. Tell me what you guys are planning on doing with your pulls. Like, are you pulling for Skirk? Are you pulling for Escoffier? Are you pulling on the Chronicled Wish banner? Just tell me, because I'm interested in this. I like to see people planning their polls and such, and this is my plan. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next video. Bye!